everyone. Welcome back to Teresa's Gluten-Free Delights. Today we are going to be making chocolate zucchini bread. I know this time of the season everybody has tons of zucchini and they don't know what to do with it. You can make zucchini bread, you can make zucchini muffins, you can make zucchini casseroles, everything. But I'm going to put a little spin on zucchini bread, but we're going to make chocolate zucchini bread. So we're going to need a stick of melted butter and a cup of sugar. We are going to mix all of that together, and you guys will never believe what came from Amazon today. My Danish whisk. I'm so excited to debut this today. The reason why the Danish whisk is so good for batters is that it aerates all of the mixture, and you are, look, I hardly did any work. The whisk did it all. I'm very, very excited. I can't wait to see what happens when we add the flour. So after we mix the butter and the sugar, we are going to add 1 egg and an egg yolk. Next, we are going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Don't forget soda, not powder. And also 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm gonna add that in the bowl. Stir it all up. Now we're gonna add we're gonna add 1/2 cup of baking cocoa powder, unsweetened. Remember, you don't want to use sweetened powder, because if you use sweetened powder, your cake will be too powerful. Because remember, we added that 1 cup of regular sugar. So we're going to add that. Make sure you get it all out. You want this to be chocolatey, right? Who doesn't love chocolate? You might be able to fool your kids to eat some vegetables, because we're going to throw some zucchini in there later. So we are going to give this whisk is amazing. It's how fast it just turns everything. Lauren, I know if you're watching, you need to go buy this thing. 14 bucks on Amazon. Next, we're going to add our flour. We need 1 1/4 cup of flour. And you can use any gluten-free flour that you choose. I like Bob's Red Mill. I think it tastes very similar to regular flour, because when I make these things, I am the only one in our family who is gluten-free, because I have celiac, and my kids and husband eat the desserts that I make, and they can't tell. And that's hard to believe, because my daughter can know everything. Like, she is my taster, and she'll say, "Mom, these are amazing," or "Mom, never ever make these again." And she is my best critic. So we are going to continue to mix all of this dough. And next, we are going to add 2 cups of shredded zucchini. I don't know if you can see this, it's all shredded up. I shredded the zucchini earlier. And the thing about zucchini you have to remember is that zucchini has a lot of water in it. So whenever you're shredding this up and you use your little grater, this is what I used to take the zucchini and shred it, and I had it in a bowl, is what you're gonna do. You can actually put this zucchini that's already shredded from the bowl in a dish towel and squeeze all of it, and you'll see tons of water come out. Or you can just use your hands. and just squeeze all that excess water out, because you don't want to have a watered down zucchini bread. So we are going to put 2 cups of this zucchini inside the batter. I'm going to give it another mix here, and you can see that it's a little bit hard to mix at first, but there's still a tiny bit of water left in some of that zucchini that I had shredded, so it starts to work in a nice texture. Don't forget, we're gonna have chocolate zucchini bread. You need to add semi-sweet chips, 2/3 cup. And we are going to continue to mix this. Don't forget to preheat your oven at 350 degrees prior to starting, just so whenever this is all done, you can just go ahead and pop that in. This is looking fabulous. And look how easy this comes off, because it doesn't have all those twines as a regular whisk does. So we are going to come over and get our stone loaf pan, and I sprayed it with some Pam or cooking spray, and then I dusted the inside of it with the cocoa, the unsweetened cocoa, all around. So after we do that, we are going to put all of this batter right inside this pan. This whisk did a fantastic job. I wonder how my cookies are going to turn out the next time I make them. So we are going to just even all that out. Now I'm going to put a little, the recipe doesn't call for this, but on top of my muffins and my breads, except for the blueberry bread, I like to add a little bit of coarse salt. And I'll show you what that is in 1 second. Just gotta go over here real fast. It's turbinio cane sugar, and I want you to see how big and thick these crystals are. See that? They look like little tiny cylinders. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take maybe a teaspoon and a half. This probably is. Just gonna put a little bit right on top. And you can see all those beautiful crystals right inside there. And we are gonna bake this for an hour in a 350-degree oven. And when we come back, it'll be all done and you'll get to see the finished result. Check back with us soon. This is the finished product of the chocolate zucchini bread. As you can see, the pan, it came out very nice. I took this knife and I scraped all around the sides, flipped it over, and it came out beautifully. Now I let it cool in the pan for 10 minutes before flipping it. So what we're gonna do now, it's still very, very warm. So what I'm gonna do now, before we taste it, we have to let it cool completely. So if it's on my cooling rack, I'm gonna let it cool completely. Be sure to look for the recipe in the post below. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe.